we'll look at an example of using a frequency distribution table and how to calculate the mean, median, and mode from the frequency table. So for the example that we are given a table of a set of scores and the frequency that the scores have. So that means the number of times that the scores have been seen in the data set. Okay, so the first thing that we do when we get, so you'll get a question something like that. Step one, the first thing that you do is to draw your frequency distribution table, which is looking like that. Okay, so you just transfer your score in your frequency and you add another column for the frequency score, which is basically multiplication of your score and your frequency, so x times f, and another column for cumulative frequency, which is accumulatively as you go, you keep adding the frequency to that. Okay, so let's do this quickly. So 1 times 12 is 12, so we write 12 over here. 2 times 10, so I'm just going to write this down in brackets. That gives us 20. 3 times 8, that is 24. Just rewrite this so that this is in line, which is 1 times 12. 4 times 7, that's 28. 5 times 2, and that is equal to 10. Now that gives us a total of 94. The cumulative frequency is basically you take the frequency. So for the first one, the frequency was 12. Then you move on to the second one, and the frequency was 10. So you just keep adding accumulatively. That gives us 22. Then for the next one was 8. So 22 plus 8, that gives us 30. Then the next one is 7. So you keep adding. So you add the 7, which gives us 37. And then the last one is the 2. So you add the 2. So the total of your cumulative frequency is basically 39. Okay, now the question is asking calculate mean, median, and mode for the following. Okay, so let's do our mean. So to calculate our mean, or that's we use the sign to annotate that to calculate our mean. Basically, it's the sum of your frequency score, which is fx, divided by the sum of your CF, or your cumulative frequency, which means it's 94. Just going to rewrite this. 94 divided by 39. And if you evaluate that, it gives us a value of approximately 2.41, and that's rounded to 2 decimal places. So what that means is that the score of 2.41, which is somewhere over there between 2 and 3, that's our mean. All right. Now, the next one is our median. So for our median, let's find our median position. As we know, our median position is given by n plus 1 divided by 2. So n is basically the total, which is 39, plus 1 divided by 2. 39 plus 1 is 40, divided by 2 is 20. So that means our median lies on the 20th position. So if we look up, if we go back to our table, okay, the 20th position would be somewhere there, okay, because that's 22. So you look at your cumulative frequency total, okay, 20 would be somewhere there. So you go back and read the score is 2. So that means our median position, the score at the median position is number 2. And then the last one, which is the mode. So basically the mode is whichever one which has the highest frequency. So let's go back to our table, have a look at all of them. The highest frequency is number 12, and that is by a score of 1. So our mode is equal to 1.